In 2017, Kenya banned the use of plastic bags, a move welcomed by environmentalists saying that the move would ease pollution that was synonymous with the use of these bags. Key concern still is the continued use of plastics that have most often than not ended up becoming a menace to the ecosystem. With the responsibility of managing the waste shouldered on individual companies to ensure that it is managed properly, Kenya's garbage collection mechanisms, on the other hand, still remains weak. In this regard, companies came together and formed a waste management channel that encompassed key producers of PET bottles and plastic containers.
Kenya produces about 23 to 25,000 metric tons of plastic bottles, PET plastic bottles per year. Last year we recycled about 30% of that, about 7,700 metric tons, or in layman terms, about 320 million bottles.
To protect the key areas such as rivers and parks from pollution that poses a threat to the ecosystem, on June 5th of this year, Kenya banned the single use of plastic on protected areas such as parks, rivers and forests, a move that Joyce Ngugi, Petco CEO, says is welcomed as it will help manage the impact of pollution.
The biggest challenge is that it's not being disposed of properly. It's being disposed of by consumers carelessly and not in waste containers.
Like any other industry, when COVID-19 struck, the operations and activities within these industries were much affected.
The government has given the plastics recycling industry some incentives. I don't know if we are going to maintain them, especially in this COVID and post-COVID era, because of course all government budgets are stretched and every government is looking for resources.
But can Kenyans and the society at large survive without plastic? Joyce says this could be a tough call as much of our lives revolves around plastics. So dependent that the chain goes deep down to the lowest earner in the society.
If the world thought you could do away with plastic, COVID-19 has demonstrated it's quite difficult. I say this because our surgical masks, the masks that we are wearing, are made from plastic again, polypropylene. And the PPE that is being put on in the hospitals is made from plastic. So that is at the COVID level. If you look in your house, from when you get up to when you sleep, to even your space, every other thing, including the clothing we're wearing, has plastic in it.
The question on whether companies can opt to move away from plastics and adopt the use of other containers that are easy to manage has been a hot topic among environmentalists, with at least 70% of waste unaccounted for.
I think consumers need to ask themselves, is the glass being recycled? And what is the true cost of recycling that glass? It's more expensive. The carbon footprint is way higher. And because of that, it's not a sustainable option when you compare it to plastic.
The key waste management responsibility stakeholders say lies in the hands of Kenyans in ensuring that a culture of proper plastic disposal is adopted. Martin Opio, K24.